The night comes alive in South Korea. It's not the neon lights or K-pop you find in the trendy districts. Instead, it's the aroma of sizzling food that dances on the night air. The sounds of laughter and conversation fill the streets. This is where we are headed tonight, deep into the heart of a Korean night market. Join me as we dive into a world of culinary delights. Our mission? To uncover the hidden gems of Korean street food after dark. From spicy rice cakes to savory pancakes, we're diving in head first. Get ready for an explosion of flavors. So, come hungry, come curious, and let's explore the magic of Korean street food after dark together. There's a certain magic that hangs in the air as the sun dips below the horizon. The city lights flicker to life, and the streets come alive. This transformation is particularly enchanting in Korea. Night markets, with their vibrant energy, become the beating heart of the city. Imagine a labyrinth of stalls, each one a stage for culinary artistry. Fragrant smoke rises from sizzling grills, carrying with it the promise of delicious adventures. The air hums with a symphony of sounds. Vendors hawk their specialties, laughter spills out from groups of friends, and the sizzle of cooking food provides a constant backdrop. It's an opportunity to connect with the heart and soul of Korean culture. As we plunge into the heart of the night market, the first thing that hits you is the smell. It's a wave of savory, sweet, and spicy aromas, all battling for your attention. The air is thick with the scent of grilling meat, pungent kimchi, and sugary hotteok. It's enough to make your stomach growl in anticipation. The sounds of the night market are just as intoxicating. The sizzle of food hitting hot oil, the rhythmic chopping of knives, the excited chatter of hungry customers. It's a symphony of urban energy, and through it all you hear the vendors' calls, their voices a blend of melody and urgency as they hawk their specialties. But the true assault on the senses comes when you take your first bite. The flavors are bold and uncompromising, a testament to Korea's rich culinary heritage. This symphony of senses is what makes Korean night markets so special. Navigating a Korean night market is not for the indecisive. It's a whirlwind of choices, a culinary choose-your-own-adventure where every turn presents a new temptation. Do you go for the classic tteokbokki, those chewy rice cakes smothered in a fiery gochujang sauce? Or maybe you're feeling adventurous and want to try the sundae, a blood sausage that's as polarizing as it is delicious. Let your nose and your gut guide you. Don't be afraid to try something new, even if you're not sure what it is. After all, half the fun of a night market is the element of surprise. You never know what hidden gem you might uncover. Keep an eye out for the stalls with the longest lines, a sure sign of quality and flavor. Don't be shy about asking questions. The thrill of the hunt is part of what makes Korean night markets so addictive. The visual spectacle of a Korean night market is almost as overwhelming as the smells and sounds. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors, textures, and shapes, all illuminated by the warm glow of streetlights and neon signs. Stalls overflow with an abundance of fresh ingredients. Vibrantly colored vegetables, glistening seafood, and marinated meats are all on display, just waiting to be transformed into culinary masterpieces. The artistry of Korean food is on full display here, from the intricate garnishes to the careful plating. Each dish is a work of art, carefully crafted to tempt your taste buds and satisfy your hunger. The joy of sharing a meal with friends, the satisfaction of a hard day's work ending with a delicious snack, the simple pleasure of good food and good company. These are the things that make Korean night markets so special. The undisputed king of Korean street food, tteokbokki, is a dish that embodies the soul of the night market. Picture this: chewy, cylindrical rice cakes, bathed in a fiery red sauce that's both sweet and spicy. Watching tteokbokki being made is a sensory experience in itself. The vendor deftly stirs the rice cakes in a massive pan, the gochujang sauce bubbling furiously around them. The aroma, a heady mix of chili peppers, garlic, and ginger, wafts through the air, beckoning you closer. As you take your first bite, The chewy texture of the rice cakes gives way to a burst of flavor. The sweetness of the gochujang hits first, followed by a slow-building heat that lingers on your tongue. It's the perfect balance of sweet, spicy, and savory, making it an irresistible treat that's sure to have you coming back for more. When the cool night air starts to nip at your nose, there's nothing quite as comforting as a steaming cup of odeng. These skewered fish cakes are a staple of Korean street food, and for good reason. Imagine this: elongated fish cakes, threaded onto bamboo skewers, bobbing gently in a fragrant broth. The broth itself is a masterpiece, simmered for hours with kelp, dried anchovies, and other savory ingredients. The fish cakes themselves are delightfully chewy, with a subtle seafood flavor that's enhanced by the broth. You can enjoy them on their own, or dip them in a variety of sauces, from soy sauce and vinegar to spicy gochujang. It's a simple dish that brings people together, creating a sense of warmth and camaraderie that's as comforting as the food itself. Prepare for a sugar rush with hotteok, a beloved Korean street food that's as sweet as it is satisfying. These pan-fried pancakes are filled with a gooey, molten mixture of brown sugar, cinnamon, and chopped nuts. Watching hotteok being made is like witnessing a culinary magic trick. The vendor scoops a dollop of dough onto a hot griddle, then flattens it into a circle. As the hotteok cooks, the sugar filling melts into a sticky, caramelized delight. The aroma of cinnamon and brown sugar fills the air, tempting passers-by with its sweet siren song. The pancake is crispy on the outside, giving way to a soft, chewy interior. It's a dessert that's both comforting and indulgent, the perfect way to end a night of street food adventures. For a savory snack that's both satisfying and visually appealing, look no further than jiran pang. These egg bread are a popular street food item in Korea, and for good reason. Imagine this: oblong-shaped bread cooked in special molds, with a whole egg nestled right in the center. As the bread bakes, the egg cooks to perfection, its yolk still runny and inviting. The bread itself is slightly sweet, with a hint of cornmeal, providing the perfect counterpoint to the savory egg. Some vendors sprinkle chopped scallions or cheese on top for an extra layer of flavor. It's the perfect snack to fuel your night market adventures. No exploration of Korean street food would be complete without a taste of their legendary fried chicken. Korean fried chicken, or KFC as it's affectionately known, is in a league of its own. Unlike its American counterpart, Korean fried chicken is fried twice, resulting in an ultra-crispy exterior that's both delicate and shatteringly crunchy. The chicken is then coated in a variety of sauces, from sweet and spicy to soy garlic and honey butter. Each bite is an explosion of flavor and texture. The skin crackles satisfyingly as you bite into it, revealing juicy, tender meat inside. It's the perfect snack to share with friends, or to enjoy on your own as you wander through the bustling night market. For a whimsical treat that's as fun to look at as it is to eat, be sure to try bunjeopang. These fish-shaped pastries are a popular street food item in Korea, especially during the colder months. Imagine this: crispy, waffle-like pastries shaped like fish with their mouths open as if ready to take a bite. But instead of scales and fins, these fish are filled with a sweet red bean paste. The contrast between the warm, crispy exterior and the sweet, smooth filling is what makes bunjeopang so irresistible. It's a delightful treat that's sure to bring a smile to your face. For the truly adventurous eaters, Korean street food offers a unique delicacy sundae. Now, this isn't your typical American sundae with ice cream and sprinkles. Korean sundae is a type of blood sausage, and it's not for the faint of heart. Imagine this: steamed or boiled cow or pig intestines, stuffed with a mixture of noodles, barley, and coagulated pig's blood. The flavor of sundae is definitely an acquired taste. It's savory, slightly metallic, and has a unique texture that's both chewy and crumbly. It's often served with salt or a spicy dipping sauce, which helps to cut through the richness. If you're feeling brave, give it a try. You might just be surprised at how you like it. We've explored the heavy hitters of the Korean street food scene. You've had your fill of tteokbokki, devoured odeng, and indulged in hotteok. Now, let's venture off the beaten path. The beauty of Korean street food lies not just in its familiar favorites. It's in the constant innovation, the willingness to experiment, and the sheer audacity of some of the creations. In the realm of after-dark eats, you'll find dishes that push the boundaries of culinary norms. From fish-shaped pastries filled with sweet red bean paste to blood sausage that will challenge your palate, these unique night foods offer a glimpse into the adventurous side of Korean cuisine. So, loosen your belts, open your minds, and get ready to experience the unexpected. Section 2. Bungeopang, a fish out of water. In a sea of savory snacks and spicy delights, bungeopang stands out like a whimsical beacon. This fish-shaped pastry is a testament to the playful side of Korean street food, and it's an absolute must-try for anyone with a sweet tooth. Picture this: a crispy golden brown pastry, molded into the shape of a fish, its mouth open in a perpetual grin. But the real treasure lies within. Crack open the warm, waffle-like exterior, and you'll discover a heart of sweet, smooth red bean paste. The contrast of textures is what makes bungeopang so delightful. It's a delightful treat that's as comforting as it is delicious. Section 3. Sundae, an acquired taste. Now for the culinary daredevils among us, we have sundae. But before you conjure up images of ice cream sundaes with whipped cream and cherries, let's clarify. Korean sundae is a different beast altogether. A dish that's not for the faint of heart, but holds a special place in Korean cuisine. Imagine this: steamed or boiled pig intestines, stuffed with a mixture of noodles, barley, and coagulated pig's blood. Yes, you read that right. It's a dish that's as visually striking as it is challenging to the Western palate. The flavor of sundae is, to put it mildly, an acquired taste. It's savory, slightly metallic, and has a unique texture that's both chewy and crumbly. It's not for everyone, and that's okay. But for those who are feeling adventurous, sundae offers a glimpse into the more traditional and some might say hardcore side of Korean cuisine. Sundae is often served with salt or a spicy dipping sauce, which helps to cut through the richness and add another layer of flavor. It's a dish that's best enjoyed with an open mind and a sense of adventure. The true heart of any night market lies in its people. Behind each sizzling grill, each steaming pot, each mountain of colorful ingredients, there's a story. The vendors are the lifeblood of these bustling markets. Their passion for food is evident as the smiles on their faces. I approach a woman with kind eyes and a quick smile. Her stall is a symphony of sizzling tteokbokki, the air thick with the aroma of chili paste and garlic. She stirs a giant pan with the confidence of a seasoned conductor, her movements fluid and precise. "How long have you been making tteokbokki?" I ask her. "Since I was a young girl," she says, her words a mix of Korean and broken English. "My grandmother taught me." She goes on to explain that her grandmother used to run a small food stall just like hers. It was a gathering place for the community, a place where people came together to share a meal and stories. She's proud to be carrying on that legacy, sharing her family's recipes with a new generation. As I move through the market, I'm struck by the sense of community. Vendors and customers share jokes and stories over steaming cups of odeng or plates of crispy fried chicken. At a stall selling gyeonpang, I meet a young man with a contagious laugh. He's carefully pouring batter into molds, his hands moving with practiced ease. "It's all about the timing," he says, winking, "and a little bit of love." These interactions remind me that food is more than just sustenance. It's a connection to culture, a celebration of tradition, and a way to bring people together. As the night wears on, the energy of the market intensifies. The air buzzes with a symphony of sizzling, shouting, and laughter. It's a sensory overload in the best way. I stand at the edge watching the crowds. Families gather around tiny tables, sharing plates of tteokbokki. Couples stroll, sampling skewers of odeng or sharing bungeopang. Friends huddle, snapping photos of their culinary conquests. Amidst the chaos, there's a sense of comfort and belonging. These night markets are community hubs. People from all walks of life come together to share a meal and a moment. There's something undeniably magical about Korean street food after dark. It's a world unto itself, a place where the ordinary gives way to the extraordinary, where culinary boundaries are pushed and taste buds are tantalized. If you ever find yourself wandering the streets of South Korea after the sun has set, do yourself a favor. Seek out a night market. Embrace the chaos, the energy, the sheer sensory overload. Don't be afraid to try something new, something unexpected, something that makes you question everything you thought you knew about food. Because that's where the real adventure lies. It's in the discovery, the exploration, the willingness to step outside your comfort zone and embrace the unknown. And trust me, your taste buds will thank you for it. So go forth, fellow food adventurers. Embrace the night, indulge your senses, and discover the magic of Korean street food after dark. It's an experience you won't soon forget.